What's good, guys? Seb here, back again. America's Army Proving Grounds gameplay on the PS4. We're back on the map. Checkout. This is not checkout. Sorry, Spring Street. Back on the map, Spring Street. This is probably everyone's favorite map, which is why I have so many videos on it because everyone always picks it. Needless to say, had a pretty decent game here. This just shows you the kind of struggles I have to go through. That guy right there, he gunned me off. He rushed and just gunned me off immediately. So usually that doesn't happen. So you can kind of already see the direction this gameplay is headed in. It's a lot of last man standing struggles, trying to win the game for my team. This is during a time in the game where parties aren't working, so I can't play with my friends and people who actually have brains. So I'm forced to play this solo dolo as usual because this game has been plagued with partying up groups of people. It's been plagued with not working with groups of people. So this is just one of my gameplays. Now here I'm following my same old formula. Pushing out, checking the middle, checking to see if anyone crosses to the restaurant to push through towards the crawl hole so I can call it out to my teammates or whoever's sniping in that top window there to my right. I like to call it out, just let people know how many guys are pushing him and to be wary, because if the defending team gets in this building up here, you're pretty much screwed. This is a huge power position here. You're watching the flag, you're watching the bank. You have people pinned down in the spawn, and it pretty much locks us in a small corner of the map. So very, very important that when you're playing alone, to always check your mini-map and make sure that someone's sitting up there. Usually you'll get people running up there, but sometimes you'll get the odd occurrence where everyone will rush the bank. So here I'm last man standing. Really have to turn up here. So I noticed they're all in our spawn. And now I'm just cycling back because I want to get anyone that may push through the bank. And I don't want to stay too long in that top window where someone can come around and shoot me from restaurant side. So now I'm just going to play bank. I'm going to play the bank side. I'm going to clear out the enemies because I know they're going to push me. I know they're just rushing. They're not going to play defense. They know where the flag is. And I get the nice, what was it, 5-piece there, that round. So it worked out well. 5v1. Clutch. That's really normal. It's nothing too crazy. I believe, let's see what I do here. I'm recording this all on first take too, so I'm giving it a watch. I've watched this already, but I'm giving it a watch and kind of trying to determine what I was thinking during the moments of play. So here I rush that. If you see my checkout tips video, you know you throw a stun in there, you can rush that, give it a quick push. I usually do that a couple rounds. I won't do it all the time. It's very risky. You can die. I try to get a little bit of hip fire in that guy in the middle. Wasn't working out. I had to back down. Got flashed. I'm pretty much screwed here now. My teammates are dying all around me. So I pick a good cover and I try to sit back and start playing for kills. See here, he's shooting at me. Duck back, came back out, scrape him. Wait here, come back out, wait for that push there. He's pushing, slid back here, get into cover. Duck, try to throw that. I know he's already made a pass to the right. So now I'm waiting. I'm anticipating the rush from the behind, the flank, but he actually goes up top. I get a pretty solid hip fire there, finish him off. He was either weak or he got headshotted, one or the other, but got put down really fast. I peeked that too early, and considering how much health I had, I probably shouldn't have peeked that because they know I'm back there gunning people off. So kind of frustrated here at my teammates. Everyone's down. They're getting scraped. Kill him. Last man standing again. So now this is kind of frantic. I have a guy chasing me. I hear people all around me. I put him down. I see he's shooting. I try to get a hip fire through the wall real quick. Strafe out. come up here. Now this was kind of a bad play on my part, but I didn't realize that there was no one pushing bank at the time. Otherwise I would have just ran out the bank instead of trapping myself up here. Get that kill here. I know there's a couple guys around me. I hear them. So I'm just going to try to gun him off. There's not much I could do here with no health. Gun him. Almost kill him. Run out of bullets. Get put down. And that's the round.
You see what I have to go through, man?
So yeah, it's really unfortunate, man. It just sucks playing alone because those are the kind of things you run into. You're trying to do it all and win the game for your team, but you know you can only get so many kills.
There's nothing I could do with no health, and they're rushing me like that. It's insane, dude.
So here, change up my initial strat. I throw the nade over the top to stop anybody that's trying to snipe or anything like that in the back. End up getting the kill there. Now I'm just watching this bank window for any pushers that rush up and try to get control of the bank in order to stop us from grabbing the flag. I go back to my usual spot, gun him off with a quick headshot. My shots, there's certain times when my shots are just like impeccable. Once your shots are on and you know where to aim for headshots, you know, pre-aim for headshots, you can be a real force to be reckoned with. Especially, I love hitting that shot across the map into the restaurant, the headshot on the sniper. Now, here, apparently, a sniper got in our spawn somehow. Not sure how that happened. Probably because I wasn't paying attention to the minimap in order to realize that none of my teammates went there and they left it completely open. And that just goes back to the old adage that you can't do it all alone. No matter how good you are, you're not going to kill 8 people every round. It's just something, you know, to all the advanced players out there, just something you got to deal with. It's been like that for years. In all online shooters, you're always going to have people like this who have no clue what they're doing. So I'm just going to fast forward these parts. Now here, once again, I'm always switching it up. Try to grab the flag this time because I really want to just win a round. Now I'm really focused on grabbing the flag and getting to the objective because I realize it's been a little too stagnant back here. We're always all stacked up by the bank or by this tower here in the office. So now I'm going to start slowly pushing up. Catch him trying to revive. Always reloading cover. That's a given, but you know a lot of people still don't practice that. Now here you get a really good angle on anyone trying to run in and out of the bank from that side. So decide to play this angle for a little bit before I try to pick him up because I'm not sure if there's anyone in the restaurant yet on my right. And here I'm just putting shots down range, waiting for the challengers, and we win the round. So I didn't have to take the flag all the way to the base, but playing cautious because I want to win. I realize that it's going to be a hard one, you know, by just what's been happening so far. So remember, if you're always playing the objective, the kills will come. You play the objective, you play smart, you play safe. You don't want to retreat. You'll win the round, and you'll get some solid numbers. I decided to do a quick push. I get a kill and I never sit there for too long. People can nade you, people can shoot you, you can get sniped. There's just too much going on. So rat back, check. I know the flag's down. Come here, shoot at him. Try to throw a quick flash. That's one mistake I did. Now, if you see there, I let that guy kind of shoot me a little bit. In the game, I was freaking out, but when you throw a flash, what I've noticed, I don't know what that idiot was trying. He was just running at me mindlessly. I get some solid shots on this guy trying to stay alive while with a smidgen of health. End up ducking back. Didn't get the kill there, but that's fine as long as I stay alive. I got a couple kills with no health there. But back to what I was saying. In the bank there, if you've seen, I was throwing the flash as the flag I was running around. I was actually holding my R trigger down after I threw that flash, and no bullets were coming out. And that's something I've noticed. If you try to throw a flash immediately after, don't try to shoot or tap your R2 a bunch of times just to make sure you're back to shooting, because for some reason whenever I throw a flashbang or a grenade and I try to shoot immediately afterwards, it won't shoot. I'll just be holding down the button for no reason. Like, it's completely unresponsive if directly after you toss a flashbang or a nade. And that's what happened to me there, which almost cost me my life. But yeah, that's one thing I've noticed. Definitely need to fix that or make the motion more fluid. There I get the pretty nice two-piece. There I like to rush that side. If I do rush the restaurant and I'm giving up the bank, I like to rush that side and start cooking a nade around this area. Just so you can toss one under the crouch wall really fast and get sometimes you'll get a full team running down that way, and if they're stupid enough, then, or if you're lucky enough, I should say, you'll get multiple kills. Caught the flag guy laying down there for some reason. I figured that that's the only angle you can kind of get from the bank side of the map. So whenever you're rushing that ambulance side, that cardboard ambulance down at the street in the crouch wall, you always want to be mindful that they can get a really nice angle on you from the bank side. So you always want to play to that and play around that, which is why I'll give it an occasional peek. And when I'm tossing my nade, I'll peek back. I'll sit back because I don't want to get shot from the middle bank window. Here I get into their spawn, and now I just have a power position, so I don't give it up. Even though the enemy has the flag, I know he's stuck in bank right now because they're not letting him run out because he's there. So I come back here, catch him. And I know he's still in the bank because my teammates would be shooting at him if he ran the other way. Catch him running out. He's trapped. He gets put down. Now, if you guys will notice, I spoke about it in my checkout tips video. If you guys notice my crosshair, make mindful notice of how I'm running with my crosshair up. I try to keep my crosshair as centered as possible, and this is just good practice for any FPS. You always want to keep your aim centered. Look how I'm running around. I'm actively adjusting my aim to keep it as centered as possible. You don't want to run around looking down or aiming low, because when people come out and you need to win those critical gunfights and you have no health, you need to be pre-aiming the head. Your crosshairs need to be centered for the head, for the upper body, so that you can get those kills. I see the red dot there on my left side, so I tossed the nade to ricochet off the window into the room. However, I didn't get that kill, but I did get the kill on the two guys rushing me. So now I know that they want to rush. I know they want to pick their teammates up, so I'm flashing it, and I got a good solid kill there. That guy rushed out. I didn't know there was one more there. But yeah, as you can see, they were all on that bank side, and here we go again. One guy across the map, not sure what he's doing, although he is playing defense. Fast forward these parts. Surprisingly, my teammate won that round, which is great on his part. He was actually playing the objective. He was defending the objective. He did what he needed to do, and he clutched around. That's very rare. I rarely see that. I am rarely impressed with anyone's performance, especially as the last man standing. I rarely see clutches by other people, so it's great to see that. I'm glad people are learning to actually play around the objective. Anyway, here, doing my original bank push. I'm always sitting a little bit back just so I can retreat from stuns and nades. I see that there's this guy following me in the bank hallway. Now, whenever someone's next to you, you just get away from them. Like, you shouldn't be that close. You shouldn't be stacked together. Your body should never bump. Like, if you're following someone that's really annoying, you're both gonna die if you get naded or flashed, and it's not good for anyone. So just be mindful of that. Give your teammates some space. Let your teammates play their lane. I realized that this guy was behind me, following me, bumping me, almost got me killed from those flashes and stuff like that. So I had to put him down. He was being annoying and being a troll. Here I flashed the room. I seen that my teammates died, so I flashed it and I just ran in, guns blazing. Pick up my team, secure him, and go back out. Now, one thing that I would suggest is that you either using your flashes offensively or you're using them to deter a rush. Offensively is you think someone's in the room, you toss a flash in there, and then you push it because they're going to be blind. You don't get hit markers, you don't get any indication that they're flashed. You just have to trust that if there's someone in there and you throw a flash, that's the smartest way to push any room if you're not sure. That other guy didn't explain that, but that other guy was following me. He was just being like annoying, following me and stuff like that. And I'm actively telling him, you know, why are you following me? What are you doing? Like, he's just being an annoyance. So I put him down. I don't have any tolerance for that, especially when I'm doing the work that I do. A lot of times I'll get people shooting at me, team killing me, and things like that for no reason, just because they see what I do. I mean, there's no real reason to kill me or shoot at me, especially if I'm not in the party. Half the time I'm not in game chat. So I hear that guy behind me because I knew he was still back there. But the reason I play this area right here is because I can watch the bank cross. So if anyone runs out with a flag at bank, I can put them down just like that. I can watch the cross and put them down. Also, if you know somebody grabbed the flag and they decided to run towards like the office side, towards the building, I can hear them if they're trying to come behind me through that crouch wall. So that's the best place to watch. I would say one of the best spots to watch to play defense when you're alone specifically, because you can watch the cross and you're not actually in the base. A lot of people like to play defense in the base, but that leaves you prone to nades, flashbangs, and just team pushes. You always want to keep people off guard. You want to catch people off guard. And sitting there, I have a lot more options. I can get a kill. I can shoot some shots. Even if I miss, I can run away. And I can play around the restaurant. And I can juke people out. When you're in the base, you're stuck in the base. There's really nothing you can do. You either have to gun them all off and just pray you don't get flashed and naded. There, I like to play that wall and hide myself from the crouch wall so that no one sees me. You see this guy's following me again, so I'm thinking he's going to kill me, but I don't know what he's doing following me. Like, I guess he wants to stay alive, so he's just following me. But thankfully, my teammates did some work that round, so I only needed to pick up a couple kills. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, sub. I'm welcome to all feedback, suggestions. As always, peace.